Okay, I'm trying this again because it didn't seem to work on my YouTube. So, hello, friends. This is my weekly streaming information to answer your questions about starting your own business. And this week, we are focusing on the question of, do I have what it takes to start a business? I want to give you a little encouragement and tell a story that hopefully will resonate with you. So please say hello in the comments so I know you're watching and it can address your questions in the future. A little bit about my background. I'm Rebecca Moore from InANutshell Consulting. I founded this company to share my knowledge of 25 years of experience with women who are starting their own businesses. And I work with women who've never started a business before or who have started a business and want to take it to the next level. And my street cred is that I founded a venture-backed internet retail company and have worked and served on boards for half a dozen startups. And I'm a mom to 3 incredible daughters and am driven by this weird urge to create meaningful work on my own terms. Imagine that. And after this, I'm going to go for a walk in the gorgeous April blossomness outside with my dog. So I come alongside founders to help focus on business growth and messaging clarity. My mission is to really help you get out of the weeds and find and build an engaged audience and provide a great service. I also love collaborating with other founders. So before we dig in, 2 quick announcements. I have on April 30th a founders table in Burlington. A small group of us are going to roll up our sleeves and focus on MailChimp, maximizing it for your business. And then on May 10th, I am going to lead a Pepper Lane boost at Lexington Wealth Management from 8:30 to 10. And there's still a couple spaces left for that. So sign up if you'd like to join us. It's 9 founders around a table getting feedback on issues in their business. So what am I going to talk about today? I hear a lot of people saying, oh, wow, I don't know if I have what it takes to start a business. And I saw a recent post on Instagram from a group called Female Entrepreneurs Worldwide, and they listed 7 essential skills that entrepreneurs need: courage and risk-taking, perseverance, assertiveness and confidence, creativity, ability to listen, willingness to learn, and ambition. Now, I don't think that those are the only things that are important. And I'll tell you why. So I'll give you a little story. Earlier this week, I just had one of those days. You know, the kind where you just want to evaporate and get back into bed and pull the covers over your head and just go to sleep. It didn't help that it was one of those incredibly rainy, gloomy, downpouring April kind of days. And I'd also had a restless sleep. I'd had a series of bad news personally, and then a couple of disappointments in my business that happened. And it darkened my mood, frankly. And so I actually took the bait and decided to wallow for a couple of hours and waste my time. Why do I mention this? Not because I'm proud of it or anything, but because these moments happen to every single entrepreneur and small business owner. And it's what we do with those moments that answers our question for the day and is critical to our success. So do we have what it takes? Some of the traits that are really important are strong planning and strategic focus skills, self-awareness, team building and accountability, understanding numbers and having processes in place to manage your cash, building networks and fostering relationships is important, and grit and hard work. But back to my story. As entrepreneurs, you can wallow for a little while when the going gets tough, but then you've got to snap out of it. And you've got to look for evidence of what you're doing right and what can be improved. And that's really, really important. So think of it as she persisted while the going got tough and then took action. So in these moments, we need to go back to our plan. We need to take note. We need to assess and gather data and to pivot. So, basically we put on our big girl pants and move on. And so this is what entrepreneurs do when they fall into that dark place. When you get a no or a series of no's or a discouraging bit of news, you want to stop and ask, okay, what can I learn from this? What can I gather from my clients that will make it better? One, is it an issue of quality in my service or product? Is there anything I can do to improve? Two, is it my pricing? Do I need to make some adjustments? What is a fair price? Three, is it the way I asked? Can I ask a different way? Four, is it my timing? Should I ask at a different time or in another way? So those are just a few examples of entrepreneurs that take information that could be discouraging and fine tune it and make adjustments and pivot. So one other quick thing. Many of you know Brene Brown. She's been a huge influence to me over the past 5 years. And she just this week launched a Netflix special called The Call to Courage. And I love what she said in yesterday's Facebook interview. She said, "What's worth doing even if you fall?" And she said, "If you want to be alive and brave, get on the horse. Prepare to fall, be discouraged, and then get up again." So, ladies, if these words inspire you, if you're driven to start your business full well knowing that you're going to fall and get up many times and that it won't happen overnight, but you're going to do it anyway, then you have what it takes. So that's my message for today. And also remember that there are going to be highs and lows. You can't do it all yourself. You contract out the stuff that depletes your energy. Surround yourself with fabulous people, and most importantly, create your own close personal group of advisors. So that's all I got for today, folks. Make sure to tune in again next week, and I'll be here to answer your questions. Please send any questions that you have. Keep them coming. Stay in touch. Subscribe to my newsletter and follow me on social. It's at InANutshell CEO. Thanks. Bye.